I need you to stay away from my husband. Stay away from my husband. Stay away from him.
Eric, can you take your little pet and just tell her to leave us alone? Is that possible?
Hey, we need to leave right now, okay? Don't humiliate yourself any further. Our daughter is waiting. Let's go.
Nellie is a popular influencer known for her works online. She's known for talking about relationship and sexual topics and things surrounding these topics. Nellie also sexualizes herself so much that she does not believe in marriage at all. Nellie goes out just have a flick with random men that show interest in her. Then she comes online to give advices that makes women second-guess their relationships. She's also so sexy and beautiful that a lot of married men are interested in her. Nellie went to the club one day and started dancing and drink and got herself drank. Her friend called, she went with help out, but she was getting out of control. A married man came out to help them, drove them to their house and took Anita number. Mr. Charles called them the next day to find out how they are doing. After speaking to them, he took Nellie number. Mr. Charles and Nellie started talking every single day, then gradually got to them dating. Nellie know Mr. Charles is married. One day as Nellie and Sir Charles were sleeping, Anita came to the house and saw them in bed. She was shocked and left and meet her pastor. The pastor prayed and asked Anita to invite her friend Nellie to church. Anita promised to do that because she couldn't understand why her friend liked destroying families. Anita went back home and had a conversation with Nellie about the visitation to the church. Nellie bluntly told Anita she was not interested in anything church. Mr. Charles went to visit Pastor Matthew because his home was tearing apart. Mr. Charles told the pastor he can't stop cheating and his wife is threatening to divorce him. Pastor prayed for him, gave him some counseling and asked him to bring his wife on his next visit. Nellie went online to bash married men and how they cheat on their wives and know she is sleeping with a married to a man. Pastor Matthew was praying intensively and he received a vision. In this vision, Matthew saw Nellie as his wife and then she became a changed person. Matthew continued to pray and he started his own research on who Nellie is. Few days later, Anita and Nellie visit Pastor Matthew for counseling session. After all the talks, Nellie was not interested in all that but just flirting with the pastor. The ladies left and in the night, Pastor got the same vision again in his dream about marrying Nellie. Well, Nellie and Sir Charles met in her house and enjoying themselves. Sir Chris walking on them and rained insults on them and her husband to follow her home. Charles was adamant about it. Then Nellie asked Charles to leave with his wife. He was still adamant till his wife got angry, slapped him and left him with Nellie. Nellie also got angry at me Charles and asked him to leave. Mr. Charles and his wife visit pastor to see if they can solve their issues. The pastor counseling was good and asked them to work on their marriage. Few days after this counseling session, Charles went to Nellie again, begging her to continue their relationship. Surprisingly, Nellie was not interested in him again. They got into a heated argument that led to Charles dying. It was an accident where Nellie used an item to his head that made him bled to death. Nellie was arrested for the murder of Mr. Charles. Police interrogated Nellie to confess on the crime, but she insisted it was an accident and a self-defense. Pastor Matthew heard the news and was shocked and started praying. This time again, he saw Nellie as his wife, which was very shocked to him realizing Nellie was in prison. Investigation were done and luckily there was CCTV cameras in Nellie house. This was used to investigate the case and Nellie was released. They found out Nellie was innocent. She got home and Anita was there to comfort her. Pastor Matthew also visited her, prayed for her and gave her some words of encouragement. Days later, Nellie visited the pastor and she tried her old ways again by seducing him. Pastor Matthew immediately told Nellie this is not the part God wants for her. He told Nellie that God's prophecy for her is to marry him and become a pastor's wife. Nellie laughed it off and didn't take him seriously. Nellie went home and she woke up refreshed and went to the pastor again. Nellie told Madhu she has this feeling of changing and wants to be a positive influencer. Madhu was willing to help her. Pastor took her to his house and asked her to visit anytime she wants. When they got there, Nellie tried to seduce Matthew again, but Pastor was not giving in. Pastor told Nellie even if he will marry her, They are not going to fornicate before getting married. The two started praying and learning how to cook and dress better. Anita visits Nellie and notices she's a changed person and more of a positive person. Nellie gives all the praise to God and Pastor Madhu. Anita and Nellie visits Pastor Madhu with gifts to thank him for all the positive things in their life. Few days later, Anita told Nellie that her boyfriend is back from London and she will be moving with him next week. Anita informed the pastor about the good news as well. 2 weeks later, Nellie got an invite to Pastor Madhu's house for a surprise. She went to the house with Anita. Nellie got to his knees and proposed to Nellie. Anita was so happy, like she was the one getting proposed to. Nellie was looking adamant on whether to accept the proposal or not. Anita asked her what she is waiting for. Nellie smiled and accepted the proposal. Nellie said she can't believe how her life has turned into such a peaceful one. Pastor Madhu quoted the Bible and told them God's plan for them as human is unexplainable. And this is one of them. Nellie kissed his Madhu and hugged his friend Anita. Anita congratulated them and they all happily hugged. Thanks for watching this recap. This channel brings you the best Nollywood movies. We save you time and money. Don't forget to subscribe and like our videos for more movie recap.
Let's go! Hey, let's go.
You know, you can actually take him. Take him. I'll just call someone else to keep me company. Someone that understands a real woman.